Welcome back to the program. I'm joined by a very special guest, NC State Athletic Director Boo Corrigan. Boo, thank you for being with us. You haven't been on the job that long, since April 30th, so I wanted to ask you, what's been your biggest impression of NC State in the area so far?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It's great to be here with you, and congratulations on all the success you've had.
Oh, thanks.
Being here, I think what really takes to you is the passion of our fans. And they're everywhere, even walking to the newsroom. You see it in the hand signal and everything else. It's just, people are so excited to be a part of Wolfpack Nation. They take great pride in the institution as itself, and we do so much around Raleigh and around the state of North Carolina that, it's a great place to be, and it's great to be at NC State.
And I had to ask you too, Boo, where does that come from?
So I'm the baby of 7 kids.
Okay.
In my family, and they didn't want to name anyone after my father. Comes around, you got 7 kids, maybe it's time to stop having kids. Maybe if they named someone after him, it would end. Yeah. So I'm a 52-year-old man named Boo.
Hey, that's all right. You're in the South, so it kind of fits, right?
Exactly.
I wanted to ask you, on the field athletically, NC State is heading in the right direction. They just extended the women's basketball coach, Wes Moore, Kevin Keats for men's basketball, Dave Dorn, the swimming and diving team has been great. Athletically, either on the field or off the field, where do you see some room for improvements within the Wolfpack?
Well, I think the best thing about it is we've got a great group of coaches. And not only are they talented at what they do, they love being at NC State. So again, I think my job is to try to figure out where the margins are, where the resources are, what are we going to do together that's going to take us to the next step and continue to push forward.
Definitely. And so I want to shift gears a little bit. The ACC network is launching in August, and this is going to change the landscape to be able to bring a number of different sports nationally on different scale. What do you think the impact of the ACC network will be, not just on NC State, but on the conference as a whole?
I think there's so many different cottage industries around college sports, and it can be volleyball or women's soccer or softball or baseball, whatever else it is, that people have great passion for. And the ACC network really gives us the opportunity to show off all the talent of the people that we have on our campus, because they're going to do great things in life, right? I mean, that's kind of what sports leads to. It teaches you how to deal with failure, how to deal with success, how to deal with people from different backgrounds, which is a great launching pad for the rest of your life. And, we're excited about it. We look forward to, all the clearances that we're going to get, kind of coming up here. So make sure everyone's calling their cable operator to make sure that they're demanding the ACC network.
That's right. You say, give them a call. Give them a call. They want the ACC network. You heard it from Boo Corrigan. I want to shift gears just a little bit here into some more serious news, and that is kind of this scandal around college basketball that's been clouded, really over the last year and a half and 2 years. And with your experience as an athletic director, and especially within the ACC, there's a report coming out that more sanctions are going to be levied down in the next month. Do you see some of these recruiting issues as a widespread issue? And if so, do you see any solution? Because to me, it seems pretty convoluted.
It's a complicated topic when you get into it. And do I think it's really widespread? I don't know exactly how widespread it is. Is it out there? Sure it is. Has it probably been around for a while? Yeah. But there's still the assumption of innocence, not the assumption of guilt in all these cases. So I think each one of them needs to be taken on an individual basis and look at the facts surrounding that. And then you come to the determination, as opposed to a wide sweeping brush that's going to paint everyone and all of this is bad. There's nothing positive, because at the end of the day, again, college sports is a great thing. It brings people together. You get to celebrate universities. Young people get opportunities that otherwise they may not have. So there's a lot of positive going into what college sports is right now, and to just focus on the negative. And again, it's kind of more appealing in a society right now to focus on the negative as opposed to all the positives. I think we're all going to work together and come out to a solution that we're all going to learn how to deal with, and there's going to be a new reality.
Yeah, well, you talked about a new reality. Like I said, it seems, like you said, it's a pretty complicated thing. So,
very much so.
We'll see what happens. The last thing I got for you is, one of the things that you came to NC State with is a strong resume for fundraising, for building things different academically within the athletics. So what are some of your goals that you're looking to set forward as you move forward here into Raleigh?
Well, I think the first thing was being able to figure out where the bathroom was when I got
a
to
few of
work.
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, there's so many different elements of what's going on when you go to a place like NC State. It's a bigger student body than I've ever dealt with. There's different facilities. We've got different kind of footprints around campus, and I think it's really right now trying to understand all the people that we have and make sure that we're all going in the same direction. I think that will kind of drive everything else as opposed to coming in and looking at Carter Finley and saying, we need to do this. Or looking at the baseball stadium and say, we need to do this. I think a lot of it's kind of taking your time, getting through the process and coming up with something long-term that really makes sense for the athletic department and makes sense for NC State.
All right, excellent. Well, I think that's all I've got for you. I appreciate the time. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
NC State Athletic Director Boo Corrigan. He's going to have, you got a busy summer ahead of you before the fall starts
Yeah,
here.
it's exciting times to be in the Wolfpack.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more sports, but first, there's this.